Hey guys, Liquid here, and welcome to the next episode of Let's Answer Some Questions. As always, post questions below, and I'll answer them next week. Let's get started. Moo19990 asks, what do you think of the Dragon Age Origins games? I've not played them, so I don't really think anything of them, I guess. I do have the first one though, and I've had it for a while. I haven't got around to it yet, but it does seem like my type of thing. Frieza 1500 asks, "What is it liking work? What is it like working on three different LPs at once, and how do you decide when it's time to switch to another LP for a bit?" Um, it's not really that bad, I guess. And I just like to point out I'm actually working on four LPs. Spyro, Castlevania, um, Spider-Man, and Resident Evil Code Veronica. I just haven't done anything with Code Veronica for a bit, but I do not want people to forget about that because I am still gonna come back to it in a bit. Um, I usually it's usually like I'll do a recording session of a game, then I'll do a recording session of another one. But sometimes that's different. Like recently, I've just been recording a lot of Spyro because the only times I've been able to record are like late at night, where I know my time is limited, and Spyro is like the easiest like to record in like there's like really small bits or whatever. Like with games like Spider-Man and Code Veronica, when I'm doing them blind, I don't know how long I might record for. Like I don't know how long it is, how long it'll be until I get to like the next big like event or whatever. So like just recording like a very small amount of that and not really might not really be that entertaining, if that makes sense. Um, and sometimes like people will influence my decision to record stuff somewhat, like and I never want people to forget that I've never canceled an LP like to date. You know what I mean? Like, cause like I uploaded that first bit of Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, and immediately when I started uploading some Castlevania after that, I was immediately getting comments like being all like, "What happened to Shattered Dimensions?" So like, I don't want people to like be like that. I just be patient or whatever, and I'll get around to it. But mostly it's just like I just kind of cycle around. Um, Spider-Man Zane asks, "What's your favorite show?" Um, I have a very big affinity in my heart for Animaniacs, but something that's currently airing. I've been watching a lot of regular show actually, and that's quite nice. I don't really watch a lot of TV, so yeah. Um, don't really have like a all-time favorite show that I'll always like support or whatever, but there's like a lot of them classic Cartoon Network stuff like Ed and Eddie, Dexter's Lab, stuff like that. It's really cool. Um, I don't really have a all-time favorite. Negative Craft asks, "What's your opinion on the Legend of Zelda series?" It's pretty good. Haven't really played that many games. I played the first two, um, some Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, very little Majora's Mask, um, and about 2 hours of Wind Waker, which I plan to LP or I am currently LPing, but I will get around to it eventually again. So yeah. Uh, um, Master Mewtwo Alpha asks, "Do you think a superhero needs superpowers to be called a superhero?" Um, no, I don't. I I think like the people that like if I say if I'm talking to someone, they say, "Who's your favorite superhero, bro?" And then I'm like, "Oh, I really like Batman." And then they're like, "Oh, I said superhero." I think that's really just like annoying, and you're just kind of like messing with semantics. Um, like super basically means advanced, so like I would define superhero as any individual who devotes himself to protect the lives of others using means that are not readily available to the average Joe, basically. Um, be it technology or equipment or whatever, or even just like like a really like physically adequate or whatever, like really strong or whatever, like not necessarily like superhuman, but like still like more buff than the average dude. And also, I think like in the terms of like the word superhero is kind of like in the terms of comic books really just like means any like hero figure or whatever that appears in a comic book. Really, like it's just sort of like an umbrella term. I think that if you're gonna make the distinction of Batman or whatever, like I think you're just looking too far into things. 767 Scarecrow asks, "Who is your favorite Spider-Man from Shattered Dimensions? Sorry about the spelling." Um, I haven't really played that much of it yet. I've only done like the tutorial bit, Vault Craven and Hammerhead, which I haven't uploaded that yet. Um, but in concept, I really like Noir, but I can see myself probably just like sticking with Amazing probably. Um, but like I said, I really haven't played that much of it, so I can't really speak. Huevo asks, "What do you think about the Avengers movie coming later this year?" I saw the trailer of it. I thought it looked pretty good. Um, I guess that's it. Really, I haven't really been looking into it that much. Findulin TV asks, "What's your PS3 online ID name? Do you have a headset? How often are you online? Can I add you?" I am Wallcrawler55, spelled Wallcrawler55, WALLCRAWLER 55. I do have a headset, but like if I do play online games or whatever, I probably won't actually use it. Um, I usually use Skype or whatever to keep in touch with people that I'm gonna play with. Um, I'm online fairly not that often really. Usually like I don't auto sign in or whatever. So you can add me or whatever, but the chances of us actually ever like getting around to playing something together are fairly slim because I really just don't really play that many online games on the PS3 anymore. Um, Suvaslil asks, "What is your favorite game?" I don't really have one. And some guy 452 asks, "What do you think of Chuck Testa?" Um, no, I don't really. I haven't really haven't entirely been following with this Chuck Testa um meme or whatever. I know he's a dude that has something to do with like taxidermy or whatever. Um, but I guess when asked about Chuck Testa, I would reply, nope. And last but not least, Stone Princess asks, "Can you tell me what the fuck a corn dog is? Oh, and have you tried PlayStation Home?" A corn dog, um, to my knowledge, I really I'm not really big on the quote unquote American foods or whatever that I guess a lot of people are into. Um, it's basically like a hot dog on a stick covered in cornbread. Um, I would prefer a corn dog to a hot dog, but I still don't really like them because I just don't really like hot dogs either. Um, but they're alright. Um, my favorite part of it is really just like biting into like the cornbread, but when that's the case, I don't really see why I just don't eat some cornbread. And I have tried PlayStation Home, but not in a very very long time. Um, so I couldn't really say anything about what it's like right now. But when I tried it in the beginning, I think I remember actually being quite boring. Um, um, not really sure if that's the case anymore, but yeah. But that's all the questions for this week. Post questions below and I'll answer them next week. Um, pretty short this time. Um, if you have any sort of question, just unload it on me. I really don't care. But yeah, that's that for this week, and see you guys next week. Liquid out.